Alright, there's a new Kaisa build that has been going around recently, which is Kraken plus Collector plus Runnans. This build comes from SABER. He's a high-low ADC player that you maybe already know if you watch ADC content on YouTube. The build itself works in the same way as Yuntal Infinity Edge or Yuntal Collector, where it gives you a stronger 2-item spike with a faster Q evolution so you can snowball games when you're fed, especially into squishy enemy teams. But is this build actually good compared to what we already have? Well, let's check. Like always, let's first look at some numbers. For this test, I'm gonna compare 3 builds. Kraken Rageblade plus Turnus, then Yuntal plus IE plus Phantom Dancer, and finally, Kraken plus Collector plus Runnans. If we start with a Kaisa at level 11 with 2 items, we can check the burst damage and the DPS over 6 seconds. And by the way, when I say burst damage, I mean one simple combo with 3 auto attacks, 1 Q and 1 W. That's it. So as you can see, Rageblade has the weakest burst damage out of the 3, with Yuntal IE having the highest. But do keep in mind that the IE build is 450 gold more expensive than Collector, so to be fair, Kraken Collector has pretty good burst damage overall. The issue here is the DPS, because as expected, Rageblade has the highest DPS over 6 seconds, then we have Yuntal IE, which is not far away, but on the other hand, Kraken Collector has really bad DPS. And it doesn't get better after 3 items, because even there, the situation stays pretty much the same, with good burst damage but still really bad DPS. This means that you really don't want to build this into anything that is remotely tanky, even bruisers, because your damage drops so fast after your abilities goes on cooldown. So overall, even though the build does work, it has a lot of issues. The lack of DPS really makes it difficult for this build to have an impact unless you're playing into a full squishy enemy team. Because versus other compositions that are more tankier, you really need to have already a lead in lane for this build to make sense. But if you're already fed in lane, reality is you're better off going for Yuntal IE. Sure, it's more expensive, but since you're fed, gold won't be the biggest issue. But the biggest reason why Yuntal is better than Kraken is because of the Q evolution. With the Collector build, you will get your Q evolution on average at level 9 with Kraken plus pickaxe plus longsword for a cost of 4.2k gold, which is really expensive compared to Yuntal IE, which is a level 8 for only 2.5k gold, with BF sword plus pickaxe plus longsword, so almost a 2000 gold difference. This is also the reason why Yuntal is so strong on Kaisa, because getting such a cheap and fast evolution in lane makes it so hard for most ADCs to ever come back, because you just do too much damage with one ability, and it also allows you to start snowballing way faster compared to Kraken Collector, which needs more time until you get to your evolution and start doing some good damage. And finally, Yuntal IE has actually pretty good DPS at 2 items even compared to Rageblade, which means that even if you were to fight a bit of a tankier enemy team, with bruisers for example, which can make teamfights a bit longer, you don't have to be scared of having no damage after you do one combo, because you have the DPS to actually deal with them. Overall, the only thing that the SABER build has over Yuntal is that it's a bit more comfortable to build. It's not always easy to buy a BF sword, especially in lane, but that one positive doesn't really outweigh the expensive Q evolution and the big DPS problem. And there we go. Like I said before, this build does work into squishies, but it's simply weaker on paper compared to what we already have. If you only have a small lead or no lead at all in the lane, it's overall safer to go for Kraken Rageblade, which will spike really hard at 3 items and scale pretty well into the mid to late game. But if you're fed in lane and you want to go for a more aggressive build to snowball, then on paper you're better off going for Yuntal IE because of the faster Q evolution and just overall more damage. And there we go. I hope this video helped, and with that said, enjoy the gameplay and subscribe. Take it. Nice. Good job. Really, really clean by Poppy there. Nice. Nice. Alright, Evolution acquired. Level 9, which is better than level 10. That's one of the biggest advantages of this build, is that you get Evolution at level 9 and you don't have to wait until level 10, which is a nice boost in damage. I missed. I missed, goddammit. Should be dead. Yep. Nice. Ooh, but like, I guess it works. Echo is bot lane, we can do something here. Ooh. Nice. Oh, come on, really? I forgot about Pyke. Nice. Alright, nice. I need one more wave. I love it when I ping an item saying I need 100 gold. What does Pantheon do? Take the wave. Alright then. Okay, I played that really, really bad. Ah, well. Yeah, I should play a bit safer here. Yeah, I should play a bit safer. The Queen... Ah, team wins anyway. Nice. That flash. I'm not gonna go into that, that's a bad idea. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got greedy. I got way too greedy. I should have backed off after killing the queen. Oh, come on, help me. I didn't have my ultimate. I didn't have 1 second away. So close, man. GG's. Let's check the damage. Ooh, we're not even... Wow. I mean, Riven was 18 kills, to be fair. But damage-wise, yeah. We fought a lot. 15 kills, 17 assists. Not bad, to be fair.